Hello and welcome to another video of Learn and Grow with SYKES Academy. My name is Mauricio Macias and I'm an English specialist here at the EPUB department at SYKES. Today we're going to cover techniques to improve your English speaking skills. I hope you find them interesting and helpful. Alright, well, the first one is going to be listening. Listening is a very important part of learning any language. This is going to be the tool that is going to help you to get introduced to the vocabulary, the grammar, the intonation, the pronunciation of the language that you are trying to learn. So you should try listening, for example, to music. Any kind of music will do, of course, except instrumental. You should also pay attention to the lyrics. Sometimes I find very helpful to go to azlyrics.com and be able to read the lyrics while you sing along. You might learn and find out that parts of the letter that you thought it was correct, maybe it's different. Also, you can upload some apps in your computer or your mobile device, for example, iHeartRadio or TuneIn, to listen to different styles of music. I especially enjoy listening to the Beatles, the band and their solo projects, because they sing very clearly and they speak in a way that helps you to understand very clearly. Also, you should try movies, TV shows and news. If you have, for example, DVDs or a Blu-ray player, Netflix or Amazon Prime, you can select a movie or a show and watch it several times. You're going to find out that every time you'll understand a little more. If necessary, use subtitles but in English, okay? And also you should attend exhibits, talks, plays in English. There are not many options, but for example, the British Society, it has different events that can help you to interact with English speakers. Very good. Next is speaking. Now, this might be the hardest of the 4 language skills, but as soon as you can start speaking a little, there are many ways that you can improve and get better really fast. For example, you should join voice chats. There are many options now online. Sites, for example, like Live Chat or Zendesk. You will be able to go into chat rooms and have conversations. There are different levels: beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So choose a level that makes you feel comfortable. Also, it's good to talk to yourself. And no, it doesn't mean that you're crazy, but it's a good way to describe, for example, the actions you are doing. I am reading the newspaper and now I'm going to buy a cup of coffee. This is very helpful because no one is judging you and you are not interacting with anyone. So you can pace yourself to make sure that you feel comfortable, and it will be getting more and more complex every time. Another good idea is to talk in English to your colleagues, not only at work, but maybe after work. You can maybe create a WhatsApp group, or if you like video games, you know that there's a lot of conversation in some, for example, first-person shooters, and this is also a way to continue practicing all the time. Reading, it's a process of the mind and it takes some time to develop. The different words, phrases, and the name of the different objects, you will have to attach meaning to the symbols. So it is a very good way to learn new vocabulary. And for example, I recommend you to read books and articles in English. You can find a lot of options online. This is going to help you, especially if you are familiar with the material. I recommend you to read a book that you have already read in your first language, because you will be familiar with the story and you will know what is going to be happening. Also, if you want to start slowly, you can start by reading comics, For example, because the illustrations help you a lot to find the meaning of the word, of words that you are not familiar with. From there, you can build up and continue reading brochures, comic books, magazines, and then continue on to novels and more complex materials. Also, I would recommend you to read, for example, from Wikipedia. That is a very good option for me because most of the articles in English, for example, are a mirror of the same article in Spanish. So you can use both versions to compare and make sure that the meaning is clear. And finally, writing. Writing can be very intimidating at first, but you should not worry about that and start practicing. You will find out that you will get better very soon. I would recommend you, for example, to write down words or expressions that are usual maybe in your line of work. That way you will have access to them in a more easier way. Another option is to write comments online. Maybe, for example, if you like movies, you can go to IMDb or to Rotten Tomatoes and write a critic of a movie that you either loved or you hated. I think it has to be extreme because that way you're going to be more passionate about it. You can also write, for example, about restaurants at Yelp or in TripAdvisor. You can talk about hotels, restaurants, tours, things that you normally do during your vacations. And you will find that you will be able to write more and more complex sentences as you continue practicing and go along. Okay, well, so these are the tips that we had for you today. I hope that you find them useful. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let us know, and I will see you next time. Bye!